from that performance from him in particular, and how much of that was just the wrist being better and how much of it was something else?
I think it was a little bit of both. Had a good competition over those, the 7, 8 days prior to the Vanderbilt game, and he won the job. And each day he was getting better and better, and particularly that Wednesday before the game, really threw the ball well on time, and it came in and it showed in the game. I thought he was very decisive. Our kids ran really good routes. The tight ends were really good, and I was really proud of him to bounce back like that and be ready to go.
Josh?
Eddie, I know it was just one series, but what did you see from Bo that you were excited about? And with him, just how much was getting him out there kind of an advertisement for, guys kind of in the next couple classes just to say, hey, this is might be more what we look like going forward.
Yeah, it was great for Bo. It was great for everybody wanted to get him in. I want to try to get him in every week. And so we had the opportunity. What I liked about it was I liked his poise. I loved the way he went through his reads very quickly, got rid of the ball. It was tough. He got the one batted down and the one he wished he would have had back where he underthrew a little bit. But, for his first time out there, boy, I liked his poise and he knew exactly where to go with the ball. So that was good for him, good for our football team. I was fired up for him. He was really excited.
Nick?
Is it fair to say your offense played more confidently against Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I do believe that they were confident. And we had 6-7 days to really get some good reps in, and we went back and I hadn't done the offense a very good job of some of the stuff that we repped during fall camp, and then to really hang our hat on something. And so that's a great thing about a bye week. You can go back and you can look at yourself, and you can not only scout your opponents, scout yourself especially, but then what you're doing as a play caller. And so we kind of went back to what we thought our quarterbacks could do well, and our receivers could do well, and we repped it a lot, and it showed up on Saturday. So we helped him because I helped him from not being a knucklehead, and so that was good.
What do you think the key is to kind of capturing and holding on to that and making sure you kind of keep the ball rolling with this momentum?
It's all about fundamentals and execution. That's what it was last week. I mean, we had the least amount of errors than we've had in a long time, and guys were sharp. And that's what offense is. Offense is about executing. You got to have 11 guys doing the right thing all the time. And what a opportunity we have this week. I mean, you've got to be darn near perfect. Every week you do, but you're playing against the number one team in the country. What a great challenge. It's awesome. And they're gonna have to be darn near perfect, and that's how you can beat a team like Alabama. You got to be perfect. At least strive for it.
John Clay?
Eddie, I don't know how much you want to talk about this, but last week had to be a rough week for you. What was it? I know so close to John and everything else was going on. What was last week like for you?
A little bit, I mean, you can say tough, just surreal. You try not to, I don't want to say tough. I don't want to, nobody feeling sorry, nobody in that, because you know what? I try to think about John Schlarman and what he endured for those 2 years and plus. So when I even think about becoming negative, when I even think about thinking that I'm going to feel sorry for myself, I just think about him. So yeah, it was tough, but you know what? Life's tough. And we had all hands on deck. Everybody jumped in, and to say that to not have him and not have him next to my side, and I can't explain that to you. But it was all hands on deck, and we got through it.
If I could follow up briefly on that, what about the offensive line going forward? I know you've been involved with it. It's been kind of a team effort. Will it continue to be like that going forward?
It will. We've got somebody in here now. We've had something that's been in the works for almost 4 weeks. And, we've got somebody in here that's going to be able to help us, and that'll be good. It'll take a lot of load off of my plate, and it'll be good for the O-line. And so that's something that we've had in the works for a long time, and it finally got done. And so we have somebody here now.
John Hale.
Eddie, about the offensive line, how did you think those guys played Saturday, especially in an emotional day for them, obviously, and with Quentin and Austin having to take on a little larger load than they're used to?
I'm so proud of them. It was different, just the whole thing, play calling and the emotions, and to see those guys, and it really comes down to this: they just never flinched. They never flinched, and by gosh, they weren't going to let the big tuna down. And at the end of the day, that's what it was. They were playing for a much bigger reason than the game of football.
Lonnie.
Eddie, we noticed last week you got your tight ends involved. You've been seemingly gradually getting them more and more involved. But how do you feel about their performance and what this does with your offense in creating, more open people to catch the football?
Yeah, I think it really helped us. I think those two played one of the best games that they've played all year. And for them, it's run game and pass game. And, we had some things that were open for them, and they ran really good routes, and Terry put the ball on them. And so, I know sometimes y'all think that we don't use the tight ends, but, at times they've got to get open. They got to do their job. Our quarterback's got to find them. And things that we've done to simplify some things has really helped us. The reps have really helped us, and want to continue to get the ball to the big guys. There's mismatches. And so we'll continue to do that for sure, Lonnie.
Gary Graves.
Eddie, as good as it was for the offensive line in that game, I mean, you obviously Alabama is a whole different challenge. What's the thing that you've seen on film that you feel like they have to be even better at as opposed to this game?
Well, the biggest thing is always, it sounds like a cliche, but movement. Anytime guys move, and they're not going to just sit there. And these guys are really athletic. We're getting ready to play. So, continuing to work on the movement and finishing, twist pickups, and finishing in the pass protection, not opening your hips, and, all the things that it's every single day stuff for O linemen, because it's all about technique. And so, with this group, we're getting ready to play. They're as good as anybody that will play this year. We're going to have to be technique sound.
Couple more. Jeff Drummond.
Yeah, Eddie, Gary kind of asked what I was going to ask you about Alabama, but I guess as a follow-up to that, when you put on their film, does anybody really jump out at you in particular? They don't seem to be getting as much attention on that side of the ball as maybe their offense is for putting up the great numbers. I'm sure they still have some of those stars over there.
They do. I mean, their front seven they're stout. Their linebacking crew is as good as we've seen this year, and they're two corners. I mean, they're the real deal. This is a heck of a football team, and defensively, for them not to get the credit, you turn on the film, I see something different. Coach Saban, his staff, they do a great job every year. They know what to do, and they present a lot of issues. They have a lot of stuff in their arsenal, and we're going to have to be really sharp.
Two more. John Wong and then Josh Moore. John.
Eddie, it's been a while since you've been such a big underdog. It seems like nobody gives you a chance to win. Hopefully you don't feel that way. What is your message to the team going in as such big underdogs? Well, the key for us is going to be first down. I talked to him about it today. It's first down efficiency. You got to stay out of third and long. Their exotic stuff that they bring, the stuff that you see on third down, they bring stuff from all over the place. So that's critical, and staying out of that third and long. And then the last thing is execution and technique against a great defense.
And you have to have an attitude. You got to have a tenacity about you that is second to none. And that will be the message. You go out there, play fat. We've got, I mean, my message is we're going to go out and we got to win the game. You know, we talked about touchdowns in the red zone. You can't have, because they're so explosive on offense. We can't settle for 3 points, and we've got to get it in there, and we've got to make sure we score 7 and not 3.
Josh?
I know Eddie, Cavassier got in last game. It'd been a while since we'd seen him. Is it still kind of a pain tolerance thing with the ribs there, or is he pretty much?
He's ready to go. And again, I told him after the game, I was in a little bit of a, I'm not going to say disarray, but I didn't do a very good job. I'm usually pretty good at rep counts, you know, and I needed to get him in there more. He's full speed. He's ready to go. I'm really excited about him this week because you look at his explosive runs prior to him getting hurt. Was really good. So he'll be full go this week, and you'll see him with a lot more reps.